We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
if you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Miles will be here shortly. I believe Jay Roman. Oh, speak. Speaking of the homie. What's good, fam?
What up?
All right. Real quick. Hey, guys. Y'all see the link right there?
Yes, sir.
Get on that. Get on that because we right around the corner. We're on the eve. You know what I'm saying? Of the screening. Yo, this is, guys, get your tickets.
Oh shit, I need to send you something too, bro. But guys, remember there's a raffle. We're gonna raffle off two tickets to admit two guys to have dinner with us that Friday night. And Steve the Dean is paying for your steak. You feel me? We're going to a steakhouse somewhere in Miami, of course, and then we're gonna have dinner, and Steve is paying for your steak, and we got two cats. We're gonna do the raffle in October, so get your tickets now. People who got their tickets early gonna have more of a chance of winning. So just to let you
know. Real quick, shout out to my Hurricanes. They play today. Yes, I am a Miami Hurricane fan too. So let's get it.
Oh my god.
So, hey, like the joint, y'all. I do got a video for y'all. Before I get into that though, Miles, you got anything else you want to plug, fam?
Oh, of course, man. We got the soap popping. Make sure y'all get the soap, man. Get the soap. We got the Masculine Identity Natural Luxury Soap. Hold on. Put it right. Sometimes these damn cameras don't want to focus. Anyway. Get the soap out.
Look, it's being temperamental like a woman would. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Hit that QR code and then get your soap, man. All right.
So real quick, let me just shout out some people. We're gonna get into we got a dope show, you know what I'm saying? Like always, you know what I'm saying? Wicked Scorpion, the incomparable Renee P. What up, baby girl? How you doing? June Sports, Monogamous Player in the motherfucking building.
Building.
Will.
Danny Mathematics 3.0. Make sure y'all go check that out on YouTube.
There you go. Also, Rob Marine was good. Who else we got up in here? Uncle Guns. Appreciate you, fam. Soulmonger, the Paul 9559, all the way from Singapore. Cracking Lacking. What's good with you, brother? Frankie Shy, Vaselli. Who else we got up in here? I don't want to forget nobody because y'all take it personal and shit. Corey, was good with you. Vivo. All right, bro. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Carcassus. I was good. Student of the game, Joe Blast was good for you. It was good with you. Blastomatic Diesel was good. Who else we got up in here? Dawson Waters. It's been a minute, Dawson. It's been a minute. And I'm saying we need you to come through and fuck with us on the Pineapple Reaction Show. J-Bo 93 was good. Phoenix Miles was good, brother. King Ken was good. Mr. Go Blue. Who else we got up in? Okay. So let me plug the joint. Why guys with no game can't understand free will and influence. Now, before we get into this, let me do this. I gotta do it. Guys, influence. The capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. When Miles talks about the masculine identity, okay, first and foremost, you must be able to influence your own self, your own emotions, your temperament, your mentality, and your own identity before you can even effectively influence a woman. Now, when we talk about influencing women, we're not talking about trying to convince women of anything. Okay? It's not about convincing women. The problem with a lot of guys, and when I show the clip, some of you may have already seen it. It's kind of out there. I'll give you a hint. Cam Newton is in it. All right, cool. That's enough. All right. So the problem with a lot of guys is they have a misunderstanding as to what can actually influence a woman. Okay, so let me break this down a little further. Money, extravagant trips, gifts, dates, all of those things can influence a woman to fuck with you. Here's the problem with that. Those are all surface level things, meaning without those things, the woman wouldn't even fuck with you. The whole point of what we're talking about is for you to present yourself in the most genuine, authentic way possible, and women being influenced by you, the man, regardless of what you got in your bank account, regardless of your tax bracket. I don't give a fuck if you work at Walmart pushing carts through the parking lot, or if you're a CEO. When you can influence women with you, your tax bracket is insignificant. Right? The problem with a lot of guys, because they have a very remedial understanding of attraction, they think, oh, I can influence her with my status and my money or my resources. And again, you can influence women to fuck with you because of those things. But that's like microwave influence. It's real quick. It comes quick and leaves quick. Right? We're talking about the crock pot, the slow cooking type of shit, where women want to fuck with you the long way because it's you, right? And I want guys to understand that, right? It's you, right? So, Miles, before we get into this video, you got anything you want to add to that, my brother?
Yeah, well, to discuss the title, what they can't understand is that they cannot see past their own insecurity. They can't see past the possibility of a woman leaving them, because they ultimately didn't believe in themselves in the first place. You see, the reason why, again, we talk about it all the time, and you mentioned it earlier too, the masculine identity. You got to understand that there's so much power in it, but it's just up to you to recognize it. Too many of us don't recognize the power of our personality. Too many of us don't recognize the power of the fact that we are one of one. All of us are one of one. You understand? We don't recognize the power of that. For some reason, it's like we just think that, oh well I'm human. I'm just a guy. I'm just like any other guy, and it doesn't matter. And it's like, that's really your only superpower. That is literally your only superpower. And when you begin to appreciate and celebrate it and embrace it and enhance it, is when you start to really harness the true power of it. You understand? And that's what it's really all about. So what they don't understand is that when you show a woman the value of your singular personality, and then she realizes the authenticity of it, the consistency of it, and the fact that it's one of one, right? She then realizes she cannot get it anywhere else. So if she's truly fucking with you, she has to cherish you. She has to respect you, and she has to use her free will to do everything she can to stay within the influence of being connected to that singular superpower that you have. You get what I'm saying? So, but here's a crazy part. Unless you recognize it, there is absolutely no way she will.
That's facts. So Jay Roman, what we're talking about today is, and I haven't showed the video clip. I'm about to get into that in just a moment, but we're talking about, of course, why guys with no game cannot understand free will and influence. And one of the things I've always said is, and one thing that we talk about, you know what I'm saying, us, Steve, and the rest of the fellas, is don't try and obligate or convince women to anything. Okay, give them free will to fuck with you or not. And the or not should be literally like, hey, you want to fuck with this or not? The problem with a lot of guys is they try to convince women to fuck with you. And in doing so, you kind of devalue your own power. And Miles, you alluded to it earlier, you know, the power of your own identity, right? Because your identity then becomes about the woman, trying to secure the woman. Okay, the woman should be trying to secure you, but that's a whole other thing. Jay Roman, you got it.
You know, I like to take things outside of the man, woman, and the game thing for people just to kind of understand stuff, and we can just put it in a job sense, right? Like everybody knows that, you know, they usually have policies or ways to do a certain job, but people who've been doing that job, they know how to do it a different way or a certain way to get the most from it, right? So they'll have like, okay, you need to do this, and you'll have somebody that's been there 10 years say, hey, you ain't got to do that step. Just do this step right here, do that there, call that, and boom, everything will work out. Right. So I can understand people who haven't really been doing something to understand all the things about it. And that's just natural. Also, when you've been doing something for so long, to understand the steps and things that you don't have to do, or understand how to do a job in a different way and get the better results and stuff like that, that's going to come over time and practicing and doing things. And that's like any other thing. And so that's the part that guys really have to understand when it comes to this, is that all this little stuff that we talk about is because we've been doing it for so long that it's just second nature.
Yeah.
And so my thing is that if we take it out of there, there's a little bit of freedom when you really know how to do something, right? Now, you have people at a job that's stressed. They're doing a job. Okay, I got to get this done. And, you know, I got to get that done. And then you can come in and you be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And you get to talk. You get to move. You get to do certain things. You get to, hey, I'm going to take a break right now. And you still get your work done. That's because you know how much better it is that when you really know something and know how to do it, and know how to do it, those little, you know, nuances that can make the job just as great without going the way people tell. Hey, if you push that button, you got to push this button. And hey, man, you ain't got to push that button. Trust me. that's freedom. And the feeling. And when you get to that point at your job, you no longer stress about a lot of stuff. So let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to game. That's freedom. The freedom that you say, hey, I don't have to stress this woman out. Do you want to be here or not? That's
work smarter, not harder. Work smarter, not harder.
That's freedom for me. That's freedom for my mind to think about so much other stuff automatically. I don't have to check your phone. I don't have to call you 20 times. Are you here? Are you here? Are you there? Are you doing? I don't have to do none of that. And that's freedom and mental space in your head just alone. Then let's take it to something else. I'll take it to this for folks that got kids and stuff like that. You know, I always believe in raising my kids to not need me, right?
Oh, facts. I'm on that.
But when I talk to the older gentlemen, older guys and stuff, the thing that really gets them after they raise their kids is when their kid calls them, not because they're obligated, but just out the blue and say, hey, Dad, let's go out to eat.
Real talk.
Let's hang out. When your kids want to hang out with you, not because they're obligated, not because you feed them, not because you clothe them.
Need anything.
They don't need nothing. They're just saying, hey, Pops, I like your company. That's what feels the greatest. And I think if you apply that to the game, what we're talking about is when a lady says, hey, I want to be around you just because I want to be around you. There's nothing forced. There's nothing that's making me do this. Just the simple fact that I enjoy being around you. And to me, that's way better.
Basking in your physical presence.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're about to get into this clip real quick. Philip, I'm not going to put your question up there. Look, let me tell y'all something. I'm trying to be patient with you young niggas. Bro, don't be asking no goofy questions. Okay? Yo, man, come on, man. We're grown men.
What question is it? What question? Because
I'm not gonna put it up there. I'm not gonna put it. It's too goofy for me.
Okay, just like, hey,
You can look at it. Just look in the comments, bro.
put it on the private chat.
Yeah. No, just look at Philip. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why I'm not gonna put it up there. I don't even really want to get into it. Let me just say this, guys.
I'm gonna push back on you on getting into these silly questions. You want to know?
Nah, bro, we're not gonna get into this shit. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. Not everybody is at the same level. This is not a class that has prerequisites. It's not a class that has prerequisites. You know,
if we gotta teach a nigga how to kiss a girl, he in the wrong room, dog.
I'm just saying, like label this class an advanced class. Then label it an advanced class.
This is the advanced grown folks class.
Okay,
now,
okay.
I understand some of you guys don't have a lot of experience. I get that, but we're grown fucking men. Ask a grown man question out this bitch. That's all I'm saying. Like, think about what you're asking. Like, come on. Like here's the thing.
Philip, go on and email me that question. I'll answer it.
Even I'm not even answering that fucking question.
Within three sentences, we'll get that question answered. Okay.
Okay. Let me just say this, right? Let me just say this, guys. You listen to what we talk about. We don't talk about surface level shit.
Right.
So if you're gonna ask a question, can you ask a question that's a little bit below the epidermis, that's a little bit below the surface? Can we get them type of questions, please?
I mean, hey, if you got a dude on here talking about epidermis and stuff, you ought to know this is the advanced class, all right?
Advanced class.
Okay, if he pulling out words like that
below the epidermis,
just out the norm. He got a new word every day dictionary. Like, come on.
Oh man, for me, you know, have you ever felt like your intellect was wasted? You ever worked a job and they gave you some bullshit to do and you're like, I got way more IQ than this shit. I can handle something a little harder than this. Right? That's how I be feeling with some of these questions. Like, bro, give me something I can chew on. Like, God damn.
See, I like laughing. I like laughing throughout my day. So I'll talk to somebody, and inside I'm like, you full of shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? But I'll be having them pumped up. Oh, yeah, you did that? Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know. But inside, I'm just laughing. I'm cracking up. Man. Right. It's, you know.
Well, man, let's get to this video, man, before my internet start acting up and shit. Like, y'all know my shit, dog. You never know. They're right here. Please tell me.
Come on, epidermis.
It's like me being who I am, I can take anybody and transform them into who I want them to be. A woman cannot do that.
That's not true.
In most cases.
That's not true.
Okay, she's not willing.
No, I'm saying that no man can take a woman and transform her into what he wants her to be. She came in and is willing to allow you to tell her what you want and sure submit to those. You're not God, and you're not the potter maker. So your hands ain't on no pot, sweetie, taking a woman and conforming. You just don't have that power. You probably would like to, but you don't have that power. You can take her, like I just said before, with the womanizer and the guy who, me being in your studio, and say, baby, these are the qualifications, and she chooses, which is her free will to never be yours, to hit them points or not. And when she chooses to hit them points, you then choose to keep her or you choose to shake her. Because you can never take water. Hold on. You can never take water, baby, and make this 7-Up. You can pour it out and fill it back up, but this will never turn to what you wanted. You're not Jesus. You ain't turning water to wine. That's not how it happens. Now, you can't take a woman and make her what you want. You can tell her what you want, and I'm going to give her power back, and she'll choose to be that. But you don't get the power of saying you made her that, whether an entrepreneur or a mother or a wife. She chooses to let you do that by telling you, I'll submit to those orders. There's a difference. Now, with the man, a high-valued woman can do the same thing with the man. Baby, you want to be here? This is the qualifications. This is what I need, the prerequisites. He can say yes, or he can say no. Either way. But if he chooses to do that, then that's his choice, and she got what she wanted. It's all about conduciveness. Is it conducive or not? Right. However, we don't potter nobody. And that's where the disconnect comes in at, with people who are high valued but low functioning.
But I don't want
Hold on. High value but low functioning. The high value, low functioning. I'm going to say it again. Y'all stick with me. High value, low functioning thinks the high value can attract the low functioning, and the low functioning and that high value person thinks they can potter the low functioning and mold them to be what they want. It don't work like that at all. That person still chooses to become what you're telling them you want them to be. That's still their power, and they can take it back when they want.
Okay. So Okay, so there are some of the things she said that I kind of agree with. Now, here's my issue. I don't like the word allow or let. Okay, I don't like them type of words. Right now, here's my thing, and here's, let me just say this. Here's Cam Newton's problem. And a lot of guys who have status, celebrity, or any type of wealth, because he said, I can take anyone. No, you can't.
No.
Okay, and the reason why you can't take anyone, because there's a lot of women who just aren't ready for that tutelage. They're not ready for the direction and for the instructions. So she was right about free will. Okay, and I said this earlier about money and status. The woman has to see the value in you, the man. Okay, you can't make her see it. You can't convince her to see it. She either sees it or she doesn't. And then, depending on how bad she wants to be a part of that, of her own volition, of her own free will, she's going to come in there and she's going to assimilate. Now, here's the thing. You can take a woman that's not where you're at and she's looking up at you on some admiration shit, and then you can help her come up to where you're at, so that way you guys can be on the same page and you can move forward. Okay, now, she says something that kind of rubbed a nigga the wrong way. She was talking about a woman can do the same thing with a man. No, the fuck you can't, right? See, and that's the problem, because what women have to understand is you don't dictate terms and conditions to a man. Now, you can do that with a male, right? So as a man, you should already have a structured situation, aka a program, aka a vetting process. Shout out to Miles and L, right? You should already have that in place, so when a woman comes into the fray, she sees what you got going on, and either she wants to rock with it or not. But it's based on your terms. You already have the terms and conditions lined the fuck up, and she has to see it and want to be a part of it, or not.
Real talk. Real talk.
I'm like you, Zach. There's some stuff that I agree with. Parts of discussions like that I don't like is when people play semantic with words. You know, I can make somebody, you can't make anybody. Well, of course we can't, as human beings, physically make anybody do anything. They have the free will. However, you can show somebody the value of this style of man, right? They might have never seen it before. And so you can explain, you can show, hey, this is what you get when you're next to a man like this. This is what happens when you're next to a man like that. And then, of course, that free will comes in. But, you know, you definitely can show somebody the value of something so they can appreciate it, because everybody has experiences before. You know, what if you met somebody that's never been or seen or been around a conducive family and the aspects of head of household, mother, children, and from that aspect, right? And then you meet her and you're trying to show her, hey, this is how family structure works with me. Now, it may not be with everybody, but with me, and the value of that with me is this. So they can choose to be or not to be, but you're still showing her and having her understand that value. And I think that's the part that, you know, you play semantics with words and, you know, make and control. And, you know, I think that she's right on everything, you know, like as far as the point of, you know, the lady gets to choose if she wants to be there, and she can take that away if she wants to, which brings the point that we make a lot of times. Who you are should not be made from her. It should already be you, because she could never take that away on who you are, which is so important on why your identity needs to be there.
Which, let me say this real quick, which is why I never understood when niggas cry when chicks leave, because she isn't leaving with nothing she didn't come with, right? So to me, when guys cry like she's taking a piece of your heart with her, which is a whole nother goofy shit to me. But go ahead, Mal.
Yeah, so, and this is a very interesting topic to me. Like, it's a very interesting, like, vantage point of the situation, because, you know, especially the part where she was like, oh, you're not God and you can't turn water into wine and all of this shit. Okay, all right. Okay, I can't turn water into wine, but we got to understand that.
But I turned the whole into a housewife now. Is that close?
I could literally turn a woman into a mother, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, certain aspects of the process There's certain aspects of the process where you can talk your shit and say, I'm not God, but I'm the closest thing in this reality, though. You get what I'm saying? I'm the closest thing in this reality to what you think is God. Now, this is like that little like happy medium in between like objective reality and the super qualities of the natural. I was going to say supernatural, but understand what I'm saying. The super qualities of the natural, right? So what I mean is, just like how I just said, I can impregnate a woman. I can give her a seed, a microscopic seed, and she'll turn it into a whole baby, right? A whole person, a whole human being, right? There's something amazing and miraculous and almost supernatural about that. But what it is actually natural, right? So we have to understand that there's a certain level where you can hold on to the practicality of shit. But then there's a part of it where you have to, you know what they say, let go and let God. Like you have to let go and let the natural process of life happen. Now, what do I mean? Other than just being able to impregnate a woman as a man, right? This is why I say that women don't hold the key to sex, because when a woman is attracted to a man, you understand? When a woman finds a man that she finds attractive, don't you know that there is no logical explanation that you can provide to that woman to stop her from being with that man? Don't you know that there's almost nothing you could do or say that can stop her from her wanting to be in that man's life? Don't you know that half the time there's even nothing that the man could necessarily say to stop her from wanting to be a part of that man's life, right? And that level of influence, right? I've experienced in my own life, and a lot of men have never experienced that. And that woman in the clip, I don't know if she's actually experienced it. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I hear people talking like that, I'm like, look, I know you think you know what you know, but there's a level past. I'm not going to mystify it and turn it into something crazy, or extra supernatural, right? But there is a level beyond just the average perception of reality, right? That affects especially a woman in a certain way. There is a force that affects a woman in a certain way, and some people don't understand that. And I don't blame them, because they just never had a chance to fully experience it, because they never actually been in connection with that power. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I hear her talking, oh, you ain't God, you ain't this, you can't do it. A woman chooses, and a woman does. So a woman chooses to stay in an abusive relationship. A woman chooses to get impregnated by a man who ain't got shit. A woman chooses all these things. No, there's a certain level of force. There's a certain unexplained thing going on there. You understand? That defies logic, that defies all of the basic perceptions of reality that we all know, and goes deeper and influences a woman in a certain way. That's the part that I feel that I tap into when I go deep into my masculine identity to influence a woman for real. You get what I'm saying?
And that's some real shit. And to your point, this is why I say sexual attraction is illogical. There is nothing logical about sexual attraction.
Right.
Okay. And in many cases, some women will be so overcome and overtaken by their desire for a certain man, they can't even explain it. It's just the feeling that they get. I did a video, and I was using a Facebook post to illustrate my point, and I was talking about how a woman can hate you but still want to fuck you.
Right.
Right. And the clip, and not the clip, the clip I use, well, not the clip, but the post I used rather, the woman was talking about how a guy in her class, she said, I can't stand him. I don't even like him. But I want to fuck him so bad. Right. And because her mind is like, I can't stand him. But her body, her loins, her vagina is like, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. So the problem with a lot of guys, to your point, they don't understand the depths of a woman's sexuality. And when you get her here, when you get a woman in the mind, it literally takes over her whole body.
Exactly.
Where like she's having conversations with her vagina. Stop it. Stop leaking. I don't want them. And her vagina's like, girl, stop playing. You see me right here crying tears of joy for this nigga. Make it happen, right? So I just want guys to understand there's, like Tamal said, there's a deeper aspect, right? If you talk about sexual attraction, that's biological. Lust is psychological of the mind, right? So when your mind gets involved and your mind starts overtaking your social programming and your societal conditioning, it's you're going in two different ways. You have this internal battle with yourself, right? And a man with game, a masculine man can do it to a woman more so than the other way around, right? It's not to say that it doesn't occur the other way around, but a lot of times you'll have women that be like, I don't like this dude, but I want him, right? So real quick, Miles, we good on the phone lines? Are they open?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me turn them shits on.
But it does go the other way around too, though.
No, it does. I'm saying it does. It does.
But the thing is important for us is to be aware of that, and hence discipline is what's needed, right? And that's the thing that people need to be aware of. I don't like when people lie to themselves, because you'll have a guy that's pretty financially solid and everything, likes a certain style of woman, and then there'll be a girl that like he don't even know why. She ain't got nothing. She ain't, she look all right, but just the way, just something about it, like, man, she hood as all can be, but I'm just, something is drawing me to her. And that's when that discipline comes in and say, that ain't my style.
Right. I don't know what's
going on.
But that's the fundamental difference between men and women is they're more inclined to be governed by their emotions than a masculine man is. Now you have a bunch of males that are governed by their emotions like a female is.
Yeah.
Right.
But people have to recognize it to understand and say, hey, nah, my discipline is too cold for that. Like, nice thought, but it didn't go no further than that.
Right. Exactly.
All right. So real quick, guys, the phone line is open. Don't wait all day. 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. If you got a question, put a Q in the chat, followed by your question. Let me just say this to this young brother real quick. Let me say this. Philip, the reason why I don't like answering your shit is because every time you ask questions, it's always about what the woman is doing. Why women do this? Why this? Why that? Tell me why women this. Which, if you pay attention to us, we're trying to get you to the point where women are influenced by you, not the other way around. You're too influenced by what the woman is doing. You're too preoccupied with what the woman is doing, which is why you keep asking questions centered around why women do what they do.
All right. So we got 470. You're on live on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. We got J. Roman Miles with your host, K. Zaggin. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
How you doing at that, y'all? How y'all doing, fellas? I'm Teddy at that. I'm 43 years old at that. Coming from Georgia at that. Well, Richmond from New York.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right. That's what's up. So what's your question? What's going on?
My question is, excuse me. My question is that how can I not let my emotions get to me when I get rejected to people at that period?
Okay, so you said, how do you not let or allow your emotions to get to you when you get rejected?
Yeah, when I get rejected or get annoyed at that. Yep.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Okay, you got to understand about people. There's always going to be people where their temperament just doesn't vibe with yours. Now, when we talk about getting, to me, I hate to use the word rejection, because when women have told me I'm not interested, I don't look at it as she rejected me. She rejected herself, right? Because she had an opportunity to fuck with a real one. She the one that passed up on it. So I feel sorry for her because I know there's nothing but trash out here for her, right? So for me, you got to understand, you got to ask yourself this question. If you get annoyed or emotionally triggered by women telling you no, that means that you're too into your feelings about the outcome of it, right? And the fact that a woman can impact your feelings or your emotions by telling you she's not interested, what that means is you have no influence over yourself. You have no influence over your mental fragility because you're too mentally fragile and you're too emotional, right? As men, we reason, okay, we logic. And what I mean by that is if a woman turns down an opportunity to fuck with me, from a pragmatic standpoint, she missed out on the opportunity, right? To me, my emotions don't factor into it. It's like, all right, and I just move on. But y'all got
Right.
Caller, how old did you say you were again?
43.
43. Okay, so you still you ever been married, or what's up with you?
I'm single like that. I ain't got married yet.
You ain't got married, so are you all right, bro?
Oh, yeah, I'm straight. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So you say you never been married and you single now.
Right.
How many sexual partners have you had in your life?
Ooh, I'd say 20 excuse me, that 20 plus.
20 plus. All right, cool.
Count after 20 at that, yep.
Okay. And what was the last time? When was the last time you had sex? When was the last time you been with a woman?
Oh, it's been a while. It's been about 5+ years at that.
5+ years. Okay. All right. So
Yep.
so what would you say has been your what would you say is keeping you outside the company of a woman right these days?
See, while I was in a little city at that too, it was people that didn't like me at that too. The people that didn't like me at that stopped me from getting the women at that too at that, yeah.
Oh, hey, and where you said you originally from New York?
Yeah, I'm originally from New York. I was in New York.
But now you in
Yep.
Louisiana and then Georgia. So you picked up that slang from where? Louisiana? Where you? Because you keep saying you finish up every statement with at that. So where that come from? Because that didn't come from New York. At that. Huh?
Yep. It come from Louisiana at that.
It come from Louisiana at that. Okay. So listen, man. Here's the thing. You a grown ass man. You're a grown ass man, bro. You're a grown ass man. You already know that it's gonna be some women that like you and some women that don't. Correct?
Right.
Okay. You already know that when you wake up, it's gonna be some days when it rains and some days that it's sunny. Correct?
Oh yeah, yes indeed. The weather at that. The weather ain't no joke.
Okay. Yep. So that's all it is, brother. That's all it is. You know the rules of the game. You know how life works. So why get upset if you already know how it works? Why get upset? You see what I'm saying?
It's just about feelings at that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Take your feelings out of it and focus on what you want. Cause listen, here's the thing. Here's the reason why you got to focus on what you want. Put what you want at the front of your focus, because when a woman says she's not interested, she's obviously not included in what you want. So there's no reason to get upset. Just focus on what you want. You've been with a woman. You've been with a woman before. You know how a woman responds to you. If a woman don't respond to you in that way, then she's just not that woman. The only other problem I can see is that maybe when you see the woman physically, you probably get, kind of emotionally invested because she might look a certain way, and you really want her to say yes because you want to get with that because she looked good and all this other shit. But again, we gotta focus on reality and realize how life works. No matter how much we feel in her, no matter how much we feel in her, physically or otherwise, it don't guarantee or mean that feeling has to be reciprocated, and that's just life.
Right, that's sure that yes indeed.
Lots
of stuff at that anyway at that.
At that, exactly. Yeah. Yes, sir. Jay, you got anything for him?
I think you guys covered it. I can just say for those when you don't got a direction, you're trying to ride with them, and it's easier to feel rejected when you're trying to get in their car instead of inviting them to your car, because you're already going in a direction. And basically that direction is going to be your focus or whatever that you got planned that you're doing. And it don't include her. So usually when you got a passenger, in your car, it's a bit of a distraction. So, if she doesn't hop in, or you invite her to spend some time, or you're trying to get to know her or whatever, and she says no, then lightweight, sometimes you just get a little more, you kind of appreciate it because you're like, oh, you know what? I did have to focus on some other stuff. Like, it's a bit of a distraction. So, my thing is you won't get too upset, because it's different when you say, you know what, I'm going to go out to the bar and have a drink because I need to relax. For me, had a long work week, some ladies there, you know, you pop at her or whatever, it don't really work out. Well, you was at the bar anyway, not just for that, but just to relax. So it didn't stop you relaxing. It didn't stop whatever you trying to focus on. You know, it's okay. Like, too many of y'all put it on this level, like you ain't gonna never have it again. But you know, after 5 years, bro, I think you hitting some emotions because you backed up. Like, honestly, like I think part of your emotions is coming from the fact that, you know, you ain't been touched in a minute, man. Like, you know, I don't know. I ain't never did 5 years. Like,
sexual frustration can make a dude see shit that ain't there, bro.
Yo,
I mean,
listen.
your focus must be on point. You must be accomplishing your bulletin points, your goals. I mean, on your board. I mean, because you've had no distractions. So, I mean, it's at the point right now, like, maybe just calm down and realize, look, my 5 years ain't her 5 years. So the desperation ain't there. You know what I'm saying?
So caller. So one of my favorite words is deference. D-E-F-E-R-N-E. I get him talking. D-E-R-E-N-C-E. Humble submission and respect. Deference, right? So when I'm dealing with a woman, if she's not excited about the prospect of seeing me again, if she isn't talking with glee in her voice, the chances of her ever showing me deference is slim to none. So automatically, my desire to want to deal with her going forward is not there, right? And I think when you get to a certain point, and I think Miles said it earlier, when you're used to dealing with women who come at you a certain way, and they all about you, it kind of resets the bar of how every other woman got to come after that woman. So with me, there's a certain treatment that if I don't get from women, I don't fuck with them. Even sexually, I'm not. Even if I could have sex with them, I just don't. Right? Because there's a certain treatment that I've gotten where the bar has been reset, where I'm like, man, any chick that come after her, they got to at least meet where she was at or exceed it. Right? So when I talk about deference, humble submission, and respect, that's basically a woman seeing the value in dealing with me. And when women see the value in dealing with you, they're going to reciprocate that value. They're going to want to bring value to you, right? So if you think about the word value, right? When you respect something, okay, you value it, even if it's someone's opinion, right? I respect that person. You value their opinion because you respect them, right? When you respect something, you value it, and vice versa. So when you first meet women, there's going to be instances where the woman just ain't feeling you for whatever reason. And it could be she don't like dudes, okay? Or it could be she got a dude, or it could be she just ain't feeling you. Whatever the case, whatever the reason, is none of your business, none of your concern. I think sometimes, caller, and maybe this is you, maybe it's not. I think for some guys, when a woman tells them no, or a woman, quote unquote, rejects them because they have some low self-esteem issues or some insecurities, they automatically go to that. Like, she must be rejecting me because of this. Like, if a guy doesn't think he look good, she must be rejecting me because she thinks I'm ugly. Or if a guy is shorter than average or whatever.
I had a trouble. My trouble is really they think of my weight back then. Cause I used to be overweight back then at that too.
Okay, well, here's the reality of it.
What's the trouble now then? Because you say back then.
Well, there are some women that like fluffy dudes.
They sure do.
Colin, there are some women that like fluffy dudes. There are some women that like fluffy. So you just need to go where they eating cornbread at. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, them chicks probably like some fluffy guys.
Right.
But you said back then though. What's right. You know, did you lose a lot of weight now?
Yeah, it's straight now at that too. It's just people, the way how people look at that too on there. Yeah. Not people look at that too. Yep.
Okay. So then my thing is this, right? Now, we all, especially at 40, bro, need to really concentrate and start getting healthy for ourselves. And to me, that has nothing to do with weight, but healthiness has to do with you working out for you. Now, some people are just big, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. but you need to get your heart right. You know, the veins, the blood flowing through to that heart, right? Like there's a lot of things that you should do for you that has nothing to do with any female. So sometimes when we equate your weight and you say, oh, they weren't really feeling it, you're connecting that to the female. So when you find one that is feeling it, you don't take the time to really take care of your health anyway. So my thing is your health should always be on top of your priority board, point blank, and don't ever connect it to a female liking it or not liking it. You are the one that knows if you get a feeling in your chest that you can't explain, but you ignore it. That, you know, the older we get, we got to start making sure that we start taking care of ourselves, because you ain't young. You ain't no spring chicken, man.
Yeah. Well,
so my thing is you got to concentrate on so much other stuff besides just a female. And what I mean by them hopping on your ride is you're concentrating on that, and you never know where you might meet people. I don't understand. Like, I don't know, the desperation because women is everywhere. So you could be at the gym working on yourself and meet somebody. You could be at the gas station and meet somebody.
Hold on one second. 612-612. I see you calling in. I'm not allowed to merge at this moment, but call back when we're done with this caller. Go ahead.
Well, let me say that. Let me jump in this real quick, caller. And I want to put something on your conscience. So have you ever heard women say confidence is a sexy trait in a man?
To be honest with you at that, not really at that.
Okay. Well, okay. Here. Okay. All right. Let me get to the deeper aspect of that. So
at that,
women have said repeatedly that confidence is a sexy trait in a man. Now, just because you're confident doesn't mean that a woman is going to think you're sexy. So I just want to clear that up. But the reason why confidence is a sexy trait in a man is because when you have low self-esteem or insecurities about something, when you approach women, they can read it all on you. They can read the low self-esteem energy. They can read the insecurity in you, right? And that's very unattractive. And the reason why that's very unattractive to women is because women have already dealt with men. Damn near every woman has already dealt with a man that's insecure about something, right? So because women themselves are often insecure, the last thing they need to do is be trying to empower and uplift a grown-ass man because of his insecurities, right? So a lot of times when you have women that might be insecure about maybe their hair, the pop marks on their face, or whatever it is the one might be insecure about, right? A lot of times when they deal with a supremely confident man, that's very empowering and uplifting to them, right? Because now they don't have to focus so much on their insecurities because they're literally just basking in this man being supremely confident. They know he's not the clingy type. He's not the needy type. He don't always need a validation, because you might have some dudes that be like, you know, you still love me, right? You still like me, right? Right? That type of dude, or the type of dude that might ask a chick on a date, you enjoying yourself? Did you enjoy yourself? Or dude after sex, was it good for you? You know, did you come? You know, all that type of shit, right? All that type of shit is a burden. And a lot of guys don't understand that their insecurities is burdensome. It's burdensome for a woman.
Asking that woman 1,000 times on that.
All right. I just want to put that on your conscience. So whatever feelings you have about your weight or about anything else, you need to reconcile that. Yes. And you need to be realistic and understand that even if you were, quote unquote, a fine, sexy ass nigga to a good number of women, there's always going to still be another group of women that just ain't fucking with you for whatever reason. So no matter how good looking you are to women or how good looking you're not, right, there's always going to be women that ain't going to fuck with you, right? So I use myself as an example. Okay, the time that women have told me, oh, I'm not interested, thanks, but no thanks. Not one time did I ever think to myself about why she said no. I don't give a fuck. Right. It don't matter.
Right.
Right, caller.
They said I care too much of that too. That's another thing on that.
See, right there.
I'm too friendly at that.
What? You too friendly? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, man. Hey, we appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling in, and you know, just focus on the positive and move on. It's a numbers game out there. All right, brother.
Got you. Appreciate on that though, y'all.
All right, take it easy, man. Take it easy. All right now. So I 612 and 602. Y'all was calling in. They wasn't letting me merge the calls to answer the calls. Y'all could call back whenever y'all hear this. So go ahead and call back. The lines are open. Call back. 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. Go ahead and call in. The lines are now open.
Now, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I'm not gonna read that super chat, dog. But thank you for the $4.99 super chat. These niggas.
Hey, that's the first time I've ever heard at that. Now, like that's new to me. That's new to me at that.
Hey. I thought the nigga was trolling for real, but I was like, this nigga really.
I thought, mentally something was going on. So I was just like,
there probably is. I ain't even gonna lie to you. There probably is just a little bit.
Maybe you say at that too much. So
okay. Oh, but he said it himself that women have told him you care too much.
Right.
So what guys have to understand is women are very well adept, more so than the majority of men. Women are very well adept at reading men and deciphering energy and vibes. They're better at it than most men simply because women get approached more often.
Yeah.
Okay, the average woman has dealt with more men than the average man has dealt with women.
Facts.
So a lot of women just have that. That's why they call women's intuition, right? Because they've seen it, they heard it. This is why when a lot of you niggas come with them corny ass pickup lines, they look at you like I heard that shit 1,000 times, right? Because they seen it, they heard it all. This is why when they deal with real niggas, it's refreshing. So anyway, let me get this up there. All right, let's go ahead and get this.
Did you have another video?
No, that was it.
Okay. All right, so we got 701. You are on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set show. We got J. Roman and Miles and your host K-Zag. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
This is Nate.
All right, Nate, what's up, man?
Yeah, what up? I have a question.
Hold on. When I say name, age, and city, I'm not just talking shit. I really need to know your name, your age, and your city. Thank you.
26 and Fargo.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate that. That was a dope movie too. Shout out to you. Does it really get that cold in the wintertime?
Hey man, it'd be cold as hell down here.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, shout out
to Fargo. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Fargo, man. Like I love that movie, man.
We play Colorado, bro. We just played Colorado, but we lost though.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you, brother. So you said 26?
Yeah, I'm 26.
Okay, man. What's your question? Go ahead, brother.
All right, so like, if you can't keep up with your roster, you just like slowly get rid of them, or how do you?
What you mean you can't keep up with your roster?
You got too many.
I'm gonna just let me just say fucking them. Like if you can't keep up, like you just slowly get rid of some of them.
I mean,
how does that? How would you go? Like how would you even tell them? Like hey, like
that's a way loaded question, man. Because like one, if you got too many women that it is, you can't keep up, it's on your mind, and your day is filled thinking about women too much, man.
Right.
Like there's some other stuff you got going on.
Yeah, this is why every man can't have a roster. You understand? Now, let me ask you a question. What's the issue? Brother? Is it time management skills? You just poor at time management, or what's the problem?
The issue is they be. So, all right, so like I'll come from fucking one of them, right? And then I'll hang out with the other one, and then they're trying to fuck, and it's like,
why you wait? Hold up. You see, this is why most of you can't have a roster. Because you letting the women dictate your time, brother. What the fuck you mean you going to hang out with this one? Hang out for what?
Like I'll hang out with them, like say I want.
Hello?
I'll hang out.
Breaking up in Fargo, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Wait. You said you broke up a little bit. Start over.
How do you hang out with them?
I said I'll hang out with one of them, right? And then we'll do our thing, and then I'll hang out with the other one. But I'm not trying to fuck because I already keep, you know what I mean? And then she's trying to fuck, so it's like.
That's my thing. Listen.
Yeah, you can.
If you know that you can't Because look, let me tell you something. If a woman is attracted to you, when she see you, she's gonna want dick. You understand?
Bro, I swear to God.
Stop. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. No disrespect. But I need you to be quiet right now because you're done. You've shown that you don't know what you're doing. So let me just give you the game, bro. Listen. When a woman is attracted to you, whenever she sees you, she will want dick. Okay? Now, if you understand this, so you must understand that you have to know who you are as a man and you have to pace yourself. You understand? Like for example, I know who I am sexually, right? I am not a multiple round type nigga. I'm not that. Okay? But I can last for as long as I want to last. You see what I'm saying?
I
can last for as long as I want to last, right? But once I nut, I'm done. Possibly for the day.
For the night.
I'm the type of nigga. I need at least 8 hours to really recharge the battery. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I think I'm like you, bro.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. But see, that's who I am. So now check this out. If I know that there are times when I might have to see multiple chicks in a day, or I may have to see one chick today and see the next chick tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's not gonna get a nut.
Right, but that's gonna make them mad. Like,
listen.
Dog, you ain't never faked it? You ain't never faked like you bust or nothing like that?
No. You ain't gotta fake it neither. Again, when you have your program set, this is why most of y'all niggas cannot have a roster, because y'all don't know how to set the program and y'all don't know how to set a woman's expectations by telling her up front what the fuck it is and telling her the truth. You let the woman dictate your fucking schedule. You let the woman's desires dictate what you do. Look at you. Look at what the fuck you just said, talking about, oh man, but somebody gonna get mad. What do I give a fuck if you get mad? You on my roster. I'm not on yours. Listen. This is why y'all niggas can't receive the game, because y'all always talking. Listen, she's on my roster. I'm not on hers. If I let her know that, listen, it's gonna be some times that you don't get nut, because let me tell you something. If you got a roster, that means there's priorities. You understand? You may have a main. You may have a main, you may have a bottom, or you may have some chicks that have put a lot of time and skin in the fucking game. Those chicks get priority. If I just met you the other day, you don't get nut. You don't even get a full hour. You get maybe 20 minutes to a half hour of strokes. If I just met you the other day, you don't even get me taking off all my fucking clothes. If I just met you the other day, you don't even get me going into the bedroom. If I just met you the other day, there's certain things that you don't get.
Ain't no sleepover.
Hey, we don't sleep. We don't call it. Just chill. I got you, bro.
All right.
So what I'm saying is, for you to understand having a roster, you got to first understand who you are. Second, you got to understand how to put these women in the priority place. So the woman who's been there the longest, the bottom, the main, she gets almost whatever she wants, especially depending on how long she's been there and if she's your actual girl or not, right? Then you got
Miles.
Okay, call.
But I just wanted to say something. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we know you want to say something. So
go ahead.
The main one is the one that's taking up every
Listen, man. Listen, I don't think you understand where he's coming from. Your question was, if I have a roster that has too many, how do I get rid of them? So that's letting you know already that you are not doing what you set forth to do, period. Which means that your program or your rostering is all out of whack.
Facts.
And Miles is trying to tell you how to get it back in structure. When your roster is back in structure, this won't be a question, because it won't be dominated about what you are or are not doing, because it would already be part of your program. So my thing is that I understand. I used to roster too, right? My Friday and Saturday nights was for me and the boys going out. Sunday morning was for somebody that I met new. Sunday, however, at night was for the main one. We would enjoy a Sunday night. Could not stay over because I purposely did it this way because I have to work really early in the morning. Even if I didn't, I did.
Even if I did, I did. Okay.
It's always the same thing. You gotta leave. Monday was my day, right? Monday was the day where I'm just dropping off dick, right? So after work, I would go to one house. If she didn't have my drink in the refrigerator, I would leave because I needed my Gatorade and a spoon of peanut butter. For some reason, that would charge me up. No, seriously, Gatorade.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
Real quick. Caller. Take it easy. Real quick. This is what I mean when I say you got to know who you are. My man know the exact formula to recharge his fucking batteries, and if the bitch don't got that in the fucking fridge, she's done. Go ahead, Jay.
That was my now Tuesday, Wednesday, my day. Thursday was a possibility I might go out, but really I would just kind of chill out. You know what I'm saying? Because I worked hard. So my thing is I gotta take care of myself too. Now the thing is, if you're always running after this roster and you sound like somebody that needs more, I need more, I need one more, I need more. You just getting what you can get. Your roster really ain't about you. It's more about them. And you feeling like the man about how many people you knocking down.
Let me say this. Let me jump in here. Because I missed it. Let me jump in here real quick. See, at some point, okay, if you are a man of substance, you're gonna have a roster of substance. Okay. And your roster should not be predicated on prioritizing the best looking bitch either. Right. And a lot of you guys, that's what you do is you'll meet women and depending on how good she look, okay, she'll leapfrog the chick that been there for months. Right. Okay. And that should never be. Okay. That should never happen. And this is why a lot of guys can't keep women around. And you should not be trying to keep women around. But let me rephrase it. This is why women don't want to stick around. That's a better way to put that. Right. But also, when I say a roster of substance, okay, if you don't have a roster of women, if you don't have women on your roster, rather, who are bringing their A game, meaning they are doing things above and beyond just fucking you, okay, that means there's something about you that women don't see the value in, so that they don't see the need to introduce value to you. But as both Miles and Jay outlined, they're very particular about how they run their shit. They're not controlled by the pussy. You are allowing pussy and in the pursuit of pussy control what you do. That should not be the case. Y'all got it.
Caller, go ahead. Because you got so much to say when you're trying to get information. I don't understand, but go ahead, nigga.
So pretty much I just gotta be more organized.
Yeah, that's number one. That's one aspect. Go ahead.
More organization is like fourth on the list of things you need to do.
That's fourth on the list.
Yeah, because you said nothing about yourself. You only said the roster and what she needs that you couldn't fulfill and who's taking which girl is taking what, but you haven't said nothing about the type of time period you like to spend with them, anything like that. You're chasing them.
Right.
You're chasing them and you're chasing them and you're chasing them. And your whole thing is about the chase. Because you wouldn't even listen to Miles when he was talking because you wanted to let everybody know about this roster that you got.
Caller, listen. You do you know why they call it a roster?
Why do they call it the roster?
Yeah. Do you know why they call it a roster?
Because you're rotating them. I don't know. You're rotating.
Yeah. You wouldn't necessarily know. They call it a roster because you're supposed to be the coach. You understand?
Yeah.
That's why they call it a roster. They call it a roster because now when a team wins or loses, whose responsibility is it?
The coach.
Thank you. So if you have players on your roster that are not playing their position, whose fault is that?
That's my fault.
Yeah, because you're supposed to set each player's position and you're supposed to look at the strengths and weaknesses of each of your players on your roster and put them in the best position to be the most efficient and make sure y'all win. You're not doing that. You understand? You over here talking about, well, what if this one get mad if I don't give him the nut and da-da-da-da. The reason why you out of whack is because You supposed to be prioritizing your main, and you letting your fucking you letting the bench warmers fuck with the priority of the main.
See,
you don't know what the fuck you doing. You don't know what the fuck you doing, and you are afraid of these bitches. Cause you over here talking about, well, what if they get mad, huh?
It's called more roster space.
So caller, and I'm gonna piggyback off that of what Miles is talking about. So again, if you look at yourself like the coach, you got your franchise player, which is your main chick. Okay, you prioritize her. You know what I'm saying? Your franchise player, boom. She get all the perks that the other girls ain't getting. Right, then you got your star player, you got your bench warmers, and then you got your practice squad. Your practice squad chicks or chicks you ain't fucked yet, right? You never prioritize the chick you ain't even fucked yet. Now, she got to work her way on to the to the main squad, the squad where they actually playing, which is fucking, right? So, but even then, the chicks that's coming off the bench and all of that, the regular rotation chicks, you never prioritize them above your main. Like, I'll use myself as an example. There are certain places that I won't take women out to eat if they're not my main chick. Right? There's like literally certain types of restaurants that I won't take them out to. Like, I'll give you another example. If a woman isn't my girl, I don't do trips. We're not doing weekend getaways. We're not doing none of that shit.
None of that shit.
so yeah, she got to be my girl, and then we can hop on a plane here or hop on a boat and do a cruise over here. But that's based on not only her being my girl, but it's also, like, and Miles alluded to it earlier, how much skin she put in the game, how much investment she put in. The problem with the average guy, the reason why guys don't get reciprocated value, like when Miles showed the video when he was out with his woman, she paying for the trip, she making a nigga a plate of food and all that. The reason why niggas don't get that type of consideration is because you're elevating women to franchise player status, but yet they ain't won nothing. They got a losing record. They ain't won no chip yet. You know what I'm saying? You already have elevating them. But y'all got it, man.
Wait, yo, call
this is
go ahead.
Jerome. Yo, Jerome.
Huh?
What?
Jerome, that's your name, Jerome?
No, his name
Roman.
J. Roman.
J. Roman. Oh, J. Roman.
Yes.
Can you list you said there was like a list or some shit? What's the list? What's the number one thing that I gotta work on?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, you don't even have a reward system for them.
Ooh.
So how do you know which one is the main one? Just the one you've been messing with the longest? But because if you're worried about going over there, what's making you go over there? Just because they have vagina?
Oh, no. The main chick, she makes sure I'm straight.
Okay, now the other ones that you're worried about performing for, what's the reason why you're going over there? Like, what do they do to get rewarded with you?
What do they get rewarded with me?
Yeah, what do they do to get rewarded by you?
Whoa, what do they need to do to get rewarded?
Okay, caller. Let me ask you a question. And J. Rome, I'm passing it right back to you. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you have women that can call you up on an off day and just get you to come over and fuck them?
Yes, he does.
Call me up?
Yeah, can a woman just call you up on an off day and tell you she wants some dick and you just run right over there and give her some dick? Can a woman do that?
Or text you.
Or text you.
Yeah. A couple, they text me at like fucking like 1, 2 a.m. talking about what's up, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, like, they be going to like the club and shit.
Caller. That's the point. A woman should not be able to call you on an off day and get dick, bro. A woman should not be able to just call you whenever. Right, when we talk about having, and Jay Roman, he broke it down. On certain days, that's his day. On other days, that's days for this. So if a woman calls him up on a day that he got earmarked for something else, the chick can't get no dick that day. She got to wait until the next week.
Nigga, you ain't no coach. You an equipment manager. You ain't no coach. You ain't no
dropping off dick.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead fucking serious. The equipment manager get called all times of the day when the fucking players need equipment. When the players need their uniforms washed, when they need sneakers ordered, when they need certain things, they need Gatorade in the locker room, they need towels. They call them at any given time. Because, for example, a nigga like Kobe, he be practicing at 5:30 in the morning. Who they call 5:30 in the morning? Not the coach. They call the equipment manager. You ain't got no roster, nigga. You just got a group of bitches who monopolize your time because you let them, nigga. You ain't got no fucking roster.
So
number one, you need to evaluate. You need to evaluate what you're doing and your priorities for you. That has nothing to do with these women. Because if they're able to call you at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you get up and roll.
I said text.
I didn't hear what he said.
He keeps reiterating text as if it makes a fucking difference.
It doesn't
make a difference. Text call.
Yeah.
Like, don't you value your sleep and your work performance?
Right,
like for me, when I work at my job, I want them to feel like I am an asset. And that's not because I'm worried about anybody. It's just my own personal work ethic.
Caller, you was about to say that don't mean you respond to them?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
You know damn well you do. You do.
Don't lie.
You might not do it all the time, but you do.
You go running. You go running because you're afraid to lose them. You go running because you're afraid to lose them, nigga. Don't fucking lie.
Okay, and we know that you lying because earlier you said, "What if the chick get mad if you don't give her a nut?" So we know you care. Caller. Here's the thing. Caller, real quick, brother. Caller. Here's the thing.
I don't think you understand because you value the vagina more.
Yeah, let me say this. Once a woman understands that she can move you with sex, bro, she won't respect you. Okay, I need you to understand. Once a woman knows that she can call you at the drop of a dime, you'll drop what you doing to run over to her or whatever. And I got a client who did that. Okay, and I hope you're listening right now. Let me just say this. I had a client, caller, listen. I had a client who was out with a new chick. His main chick called him on an off day, that was his day, called him in the middle of the date with this new chick and said, I want some dick. And he dropped what he was doing with the chick and ran over with the chick. And I'm like, bro, why you do that? I'm like, bro, she got you wrapped around her pinky finger with sex, and she knows she do because you came running. And he didn't understand this. He didn't get this because he reconciled it with, well, she's my main chick. I'm like, it don't matter. Once a woman knows she can control you with sex, bro, it's over.
What I'm trying to tell you, I don't run to them. I just look at the message if I'm not trying to fuck or anything like that.
Caller, brother, listen to me. So
hold on, Zach. Hold on, Zach.
Let me say real quick. There have been times where you did go over there, where you did let them come over, you went over there, right? There have been times where you said, yes, I'm with it, right?
Hey, say that again.
Hey, fam. There have been times where chicks hit you up on an off night or an off day, and you gave them some pipe, right?
Yeah, well, if I'm in the mood and I ain't got nothing else going on.
This nigga, dog.
Caller. Have there been multiple times where a chick hit you up 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and you went when they text you?
If I'm not in the mood.
Yes or no? Have there been multiple times that the chicks hit you up late early in the morning and you've gone? Multiple times, yes or no?
Yes, if I'm in the mood.
Now. Listen. You have to understand that once you do something, women become what's called entitled based on your action. Okay, so even though sometimes you look at the message and don't respond or whatever the fuck you talking about now, the fact that you've done it more than once in the past means that this is what they're used to, and that is the mistake that you have made. You have allowed the women to become used to being able to reach out to you whenever they want. That's what we're trying to explain to you. I don't understand how you niggas fucking call us up and try to get advice from us, but then try to act like you ain't doing nothing wrong to fuck your fucking situation up. If your situation was fine, you wouldn't be calling us. So stop acting like you're not fucking up.
Okay. Yep.
The thing is this, and I understand it, caller. What's your name? Because I hate calling people caller. I like to address people. What's your name?
Nate, bro.
Nate. Nate. I understand you don't understand where we're coming from. I understand that.
I probably don't.
because what your priority is not aligned with what you're trying to go. So I understand you watch the show and you realize, okay, something is off. The thing is, you don't know what is off.
Right.
Because you're enjoying yourself.
Right.
You are enjoying yourself. You're having fun. And you're just happy somebody, because the next guy ain't getting text in the morning to come smack it down. But you are. Okay. So you're enjoying that. And that's understandable. However, as you progress in life, you're going to have to understand that the road that you're on is making you a passenger and not a driver.
Damn.
Because you're
There
the
you go.
respondent
I'm not
to
the leader.
everything.
I'm not being a leader.
So
Yes,
no, you're not. No, you're being led
everywhere. So in this instance, like, I understand, because I was dropping off a lot of dick, and I understand it feels good. You know, you leave one and you get a text by somebody else. Hey, what are you doing? Oh shit, I'm about to go smack this too.
You know, hey Jay Roman, you feel like the man. You feel like the man. You popping your collar, you feel like the man. Jumping off dick like Uber Eats. I get it.
I get it. I understand. You don't understand. You're enjoying yourself. But however, a man should not act like a man.
Oh, wait. He's trying to be honest. Go ahead, Kohler. Be honest, please. Let's hear this.
Be honest? Hello.
Well, of course, always.
Please be honest now. Let's hear it.
It's all right. So like, there's about like 6 of them, and it's not even about the sex, bro. They be cooking. Like they're all African girls. Like they be
Bro,
cooking.
Stop acting like they all cooking for you. Stop it. Caller. Let me just say this, and I'm gonna pass it back to my bros. Bro, I've literally had chicks that stopped fucking with me because they told me I was too stingy with the dick. Right? Because they would call me up, they would want it multiple times during the week. And you should never be having sex with a woman multiple times during the week if she ain't your woman, right?
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't been dealing with her for quite a while. But new chicks should not be seeing that much of you, right? So I've literally had women who stopped fucking with me, and they called me a bastard. They said I was stingy, all of this type of shit, right? And they stopped fucking with, but I didn't care. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put you on the schedule, girl. Hey, your night is Wednesday night. You're Wednesday in my phone. You're Wednesday, right? So if you want it before then, it ain't gonna happen. Now, if I elect to elevate you and make you more a part of my life than what you've been, then maybe we might be able to bump it up to 2 days a week. But it's gonna be at a time of my choosing and on my terms. It ain't gonna be because I'm all in my ego and she telling me she can't get enough of me. Right, and I think a lot of you guys, you get caught up with, man, she addicted to this dick, nigga. She can't get enough of it. So you get caught up in that, not realizing that, yeah, and a woman could be, into it like that. But also, and let me just say this, and I'm gonna pass it. Call a lot of times, and we did a live stream about this about a month ago, how women will use sex to get into relationships. Right, they'll use your thirst for sex, and they'll say, hey, I'll fuck him every day of the week if he wants me to, so as long as I can be around him. Then what they'll do is they'll start to finagle their way into your life using sex as a conduit to do so. Yep. But because you're so enthralled and fucking, you don't see it coming. This is what I think about it. For all you guys that end up in a relationship after a month or two, what usually happens? Y'all been fucking almost every day. And then before you know it, her clothes is over there. Ahead,
K, let me add to it. They will use sex and food. Notice he said, they be cooking for me. They use food too. Nigga. They use food. And you said they African? You said they African?
Yes.
I pray on your soul that ain't none of them using that extra ingredient, my nigga.
That voodoo shit.
Now, I will tell you this. So you're going to be a man in all situations.
When they're done cooking, I make them taste the food in front of me.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's going over his head. He still don't see it.
The extra ingredient. You see how... Caller, get off hang up the fucking phone, my nigga, because you're
I'm
good.
Listening, bro. I'm listening.
All right, so listen to this. The reason why we try to improve every day as men is for the future and not for the day that just passed. You understand that? So as you try to get better, you're going to understand that I got to act like a man in all situations, because one day, it may not be anytime soon, but one day I'm going to be with whatever program I got, with whoever I got, You know, there's different styles of people do, but you still gotta act like a man in those situations to make that last.
Let me say this, J. Roman.
The situation you want to be, but you're not used to acting like that. And so what happens is when it's time for you to settle down to whatever you want to do, it ain't gonna be there, because you're still gonna be acting like this and stuff going over your head because you never set that up. You never set that discipline up in yourself. Right. You never did any of that. And then on top of that, now I don't know if you smacking without a condom or not. All these different people.
He is.
You know,
that shit on, bro.
Let me put the tip in and shit. Like, you know, there's stuff around here.
Let me be honest though. Oh, the main chick, she not getting the rubber.
We know.
Yeah, but just because she's the main chick don't mean you take it off though.
Hey, y'all realize there's skin to skin stuff too, right?
And every once in a while, you fuck at least one or two of the other ones raw too, nigga. Don't lie.
No,
don't lie.
Cause the other one the main chick gonna find out
Wait. So you're cheating? You're cheating?
Yeah, he's a liar too.
What do you mean? What do you mean cheating?
Okay, the main chick, does she know you're dealing with other women? Does she know? Does she know you're dealing with other women?
We're not dating. I don't need to tell her.
Fam, listen to me. The main chick, does she know you're dealing with other women?
We're not dating.
Bro, answer the question.
It's a yes or no caller. It's a yes or no question. Does your main chick know that you fuck with other chicks? Yes or no?
No, she doesn't know.
All right, you're a liar. You're a fucking liar. Look, good luck to you. Good luck to you, bro. Good luck to you, bro. You're a liar, bro. Good luck to you. When she does find out and she bust the windows out your car and she fucking put that extra shit in your food and all that other shit, then you'll see.
Like,
no.
Why do you call her your main chick then?
Like, she's the one I've been knowing for the longest. Isn't that what that means? Like,
call her.
This nigga's
you know good and well
he ain't got no right
that she believes she's the only one. Even if you never told her she's the only one, see, you're playing semantics with words and shit. You know she thinks she's the only one. And what you're doing is you're saying, well, I never told her she was the only one. She just thinks that. So technically I'm not. Come on, bro. You know what it is. You quiet in the motherfucker now. Come on, bro. You know what it is.
No.
You guys go out and hold hands when you're walking, huh?
Keep doing. No. If you tell her, she's gonna get mad. So don't tell her.
She gonna get mad? Yeah, I mean, she probably
bro,
will.
you know she. Don't say probably. You know she will.
Have you updated her and said, hey, I still go out, I still hang out, I still see other people?
This nigga be lying to her, bro.
Have you told that to her? Because I know she's come and asked about the relationship.
No, she did, and I told her I'm not trying to do all that.
See, caller. See, right here. Hold on, real quick, J-Ro. Right here is why y'all have drama with women. Right here, because this is what y'all want. Y'all want the boyfriend, girlfriendy vibes and feel where you can snuggle and spoon with the chick, and she can run, circles around your nipples at night when you're laying up, talking about the shit y'all talking about. Y'all want all that type of shit, but you don't want what comes with actually having a girlfriend. So instead of being honest, and I'm gonna tell you what else, caller. Tell the truth and shame the devil. You don't want her fucking no other guys. So you want her to believe that she's the only one. Nigga, you know goddamn what? No, bro. Because if she was, you wouldn't care if she knew about you and other women.
Hey, caller. Hey, Nate, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to be you a long time ago. I used to be you. In my head, I used to be like, what's one more lie? You know what I'm saying? I used to be you. At the same time, though, you learn from your mistakes and you graduate. So this is what I want you to do, because we going back and forth. We're going back and forth, and every time it gets a little deeper, and then you let go a truth or not a truth. I don't know, because you keep changing it up a little bit at a time. So my thing is this: go back and replay this part, listen to what you say, listen to what we say, learn from it, and then just go from there, man. Because that's the thing. People make mistakes. We're human beings, but do we learn from it? And can you learn from something without even making the mistake? That's what makes it makes you a student of the game, right? Like I don't have to go through it. I can have somebody tell me this, I'm doing the wrong thing, and learn how to correct myself. So my thing is, like, we know, we've been there, you're there now. It's time to kind of graduate. You go through courses of school. You in kindergarten, you get promoted. You go through elementary, you get promoted. Right now, you need to start getting yourself promoted to understanding what you're doing. Because I don't even think you understand what you're doing wrong.
Caller, let me say this. Look at your
slow down, huh?
Caller, do me a favor. Look at your wrist and look at your ankles. Look at your wrist and look at your ankles. Like they ain't got no shackles on them, but your mind has shackles all on it, bro. You are a slave to pussy. And what I mean by that is this. What I mean by that is this. You're not free. Okay, this is what I mean by you're not free. When you have to manipulate or deceive women or give women the misleading impression that they're the only one, you're not living your truth. You're not free. Bro, let me tell you something. It feels good than a motherfucker, dog, to be honest and straight up with women and still get exactly what I want, how I want it, when I want it, and where I want it. There's freedom in being honest with these women. Let them choose. Let women know that they ain't the only one. And then they can make a decision as to whether or not they want to fuck with you.
Oh, yeah. And rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to...
Yeah, RIP.
Yeah, rest in peace real quick. Yeah.
So pretty much, I mean, if she knows we're not dating, I don't see why I gotta go.
Hey, this is the pretty much you need to understand. Get on Zag's.
Or
get on Zag's program here.
Exactly. Don't get on my program.
Because I really do believe that what you want, because I know you're thoroughly enjoying your roster right now, but the thing is, you're also causing collateral damage in the back end. Because you know you're not being honest with who you consider your main one. Mm-hmm. And that in the end run is going to hurt you more than you think. Mm. Because you never know what happens. Some of them try to get that baby. Some of them try to actually put the keys to the car. Like, man, I had my car keyed completely around twice. Like they must have went around that thing twice.
Damn, bro.
And I don't know how they flattened my tires. Okay, I still don't know how they flatten my tires, but either way, you know what I'm saying? You never know when you push a domino, the effect it has.
Mm-hmm. Look, I'll just say this. I'll say this, man. Please, the most dangerous part about your whole situation is your ego. That's the most dangerous part about your situation, my brother. Because no matter what we've told you on this fucking phone call, you've always come back with a rebuttal, acting like you're not fucking up when you know you really are, because you're trying to save face for your ego. That's gonna be your downfall. But good luck to you, bro. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
We good on calls, Miles? He the only one, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we good on calls for now.
Okay.
All right, peace, brother.
All right, good luck to you, man. Stop fucking up. All right, so y'all, let me say this real quick before I get to these questions. Guys, just in case y'all ain't figured it out, we don't advocate nor do we condone for you cheating ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? and I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a cheater. I'm not gonna act like my shit is clean. It ain't. Right? I used to be like a lot of you guys, and all I did, man, what woke me up one day was one of my exes. We had a conversation after the relationship ended, and I ended it, by the way. But I remember she telling me, she was like, Carrie, it wasn't the women. It was the way you treated me. She said, I would have been okay with the women if you just would have told me the truth. But I felt dumb than a motherfucker, bro, when she said that shit. All that fucking lying and sneaking I was doing. And she said, I would have been cool with it if you just would have told the truth, but it was the way you treated me. It was the lying and the deception and all of that. And peep this out. This conversation I had with her was 8 years after I broke up with her, and she was bawling on the phone. She was crying her eyes out. Right. So 8 years later, she was still going through the emotions of that shit I did. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys, y'all don't understand. Some of the women, they carry that shit for years. But I just want to say that. But let's get into one of these questions.
Man, that's what they all say.
Hey, man. I was gonna say,
Because
no, because that's
it's
for real. That's what they and they're gonna tell you later on it was cool because she had 8 years of learning
to think
and
about
dealing with other people and thinking about it, you know. But right then in the spot, she might not have said that. But the thing is, guys got to understand, like when you come out like that hey, you got to be able to accept the good with the bad, anything, because you done made that bed. So I don't condone it. I don't judge nobody for whatever the situation they is. But my ultimate thing is like, you should want to do better for yourself. You know what relationship you in, you know the person that you would. You should want to move that relationship to honor yourself as a man. Period.
Well,
So,
live your truth
and to go from there. So, you know, but I don't, people be in situations. I don't, you know, you could be in a situation. However, you know, we talk about being free, you know, that's how you truly and really get to be free.
Right.
But
well, my thing is this, J. Roman. I got peace and tranquility, joy and happiness in my life. That can easily be disrupted if you're lying to women. I ain't trying to have my shit disrupted.
It sure can. But the dude that's been married for 30 years, and your wife don't know, and you listen to this and you want to go home and confess some shit, you know, I would pause a little bit. I would pause and maybe how about you correct yourself and don't do what you're doing anymore. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, you could do a carry. You can come home and be like, hey, you know, I gotta go. You know, I don't know.
Hey, it is. But yo, let's get to this question. So the homie says, how do you differentiate between being influential versus manipulative? But bro, it's a distinct difference. Okay, manipulation, yeah, ain't no fine line. Yeah, and now can you influence somebody with a lie? Yeah, but that's manipulation though. Right, that's straight up manipulation. See, again, let me just tell this story real quick. I had a young lady that I was in a relationship with for 4 years before I ended it. Prior to her and I getting into a relationship, I met her at a nightclub, right? So we started off as fuck buddies. Now, she was a young chick. I think I was like 34 years old or something like that. She was probably like 23 or something like that. So she was a young chick, you know what I'm saying? She was a bar hopping party girl, right? Clubbing chick, which I didn't judge her for it. That's what I met her at a club. But I wasn't, at that time in my life, I wasn't really a club nigga. I was just out on a rare occasion at a nightclub. So I met her in a nice spot, right? So as we're dealing with each other on the fuck buddy tip, right? She's still living her life. I'm living my life. At some point, she starts campaigning and auditioning to be my woman, right? I'm seeing what she's doing, right? I'm peeping, right? So at some point, she comes to me and she says, I don't know if you noticed, but I don't go out like I used to. I'm not really about that life. And I didn't notice because I'm doing me and I don't care what she's doing. The point I'm trying to make is she wanted to be with me. She wanted to be my woman. So of her own volition, she started to modify her behavior as far as what she did in her spare time. Because she's like, I can see that he ain't really into this type of lifestyle. So I influenced her, right? I wasn't trying to, but because let me just say this. When a woman is really feeling you and she want to be with you, she gonna watch you. She gonna study you even, right? So she's just watching and studying and shit. And she realized, well, how I'm moving is in direct opposition of how he moving. I want to come up to where he's at. I want him to fuck with me. So let me get up to where he's at. Let me modify what I'm doing, right? Because she was influenced by that. So when we talk about, I didn't manipulate her. She was just influenced by the fact, I want to be with this man. My current lifestyle is not conducive to his. Let me switch up what I'm doing so I can be with him. So there's a difference.
I'll say manipulation is force. Influence is information. You understand? Manipulation is force. Influence is information. So what I mean by that is, if I'm manipulating someone, that means I have an agenda and I'm purposely putting things in place to make them do what I want them to do. You understand? But if I'm influencing someone, the only thing I'm doing is I'm giving them information. I'm letting them know exactly what it is. I'm being transparent. I'm being forthcoming with all of my movements, all of the information. And after they are infected with the information, after they are infected with the value of my information and the experience that they get from all that information, they choose. You understand? So you could look at it this way too. Manipulation is my choice. Influence is their choice.
I'll say this. I'll always judge on intent and malice. So you can tell somebody the truth, but you're telling them in a malice way, which means basically you want to harm them or you want to make them feel a certain way. The intent and malice is something totally different.
Right.
Your intent could be like, I'm going to be honest with whoever I'm dealing with so they can make that choice. Malice is even if you say something that's truthful, you're saying it to be deceiving to get your way. To me, those are totally two different things, which affects the influence and manipulation. So if you do things and say things with malice in it because you know you want to direct it a certain way, then you're being manipulative. You know, your true intent should always be just to be honest about who you are and giving the person the choice to be with you or not.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. Real quick, Joe Sports. I know I've said this. Y'all niggas been asking me. Yes, I'm working on a book. I'm a little behind. I'm working on it. But I had to switch gears, right? But it's coming. Okay. So let me jump to the next joint. Okay, these are one of these questions I hate to fucking ask. Okay, why would a woman disappear after we had a nice conversation? Because she don't want to fuck you, guys. Look, hold on. Let me do this. Let me look at y'all. Okay, here's the reality of it. If you're dealing with a woman and you never had sex and she ghosts you or disappears, she doesn't want your dick. Now, if you're dealing with a woman that you've been having sex with and she ghosts you or disappears, she doesn't want your dick anymore. Right? It's that simple. She either never wanted it or she don't want it anymore. That's the most simplified way I can tell you. She don't want your shit. Okay, yeah, I got it, man.
Let me help your ego out. She lost her phone. She moved away instantly. Her boyfriend seen the conversation and said, "Hell no." She passed away.
She passed away.
Sad. She had to go into witness protection program.
Oh, yes.
She got a job that allows no phones for the next 6 months. I mean, is it really hard for the ego to accept that? Hey, she just don't want to fuck with me. No,
it was such a nice conversation. How come she didn't? She disappeared. Oh my gosh.
I love nice conversations and walking away from it without asking for a number or nothing. And sometimes you'll catch them sitting there like, "Hey, I had a girl catch me up. Hey, here's my Instagram. Oh, okay. You know, I don't want nothing from you. This is just a conversation."
Right.
Let me do this real quick.
Okay.
Matt LaRoche, can you hit Jay Roman up on the back end, brother? Can you? Because that, to me, when you talk about budgets and money and finance, that's really a longer conversation that we, quite frankly, ain't got time for right now.
Right.
So feel free to hit Jay Roman up on the back end. If somebody can put Jay Roman's information in the chat, his Gmail and joint. Yeah, feel free to hit him up on the back end, and I'm sure he would love to chit chat with you about that.
In fact, that's going to be one of the
real quick, guys. Guys, we got about less than 20 minutes left. Please, if you're gonna call in, go ahead and call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. I'm gonna turn the phone lines off with like 10 minutes to go. So please call in now. Don't fuck around. We're not here all day.
In fact, I'm coming out with my program that people can subscribe to, and that's one of the first things we're going to talk about in succession to helping out a certain gentleman. Now, I really do believe these guys got it on lock, helping you guys out. But one of my things that I'm gonna be talking about is if you are in that relationship living with a woman and she just ain't acting right and you realize it's because of you. That's one of the first steps you're gonna have to realize. But there's some things that we're gonna have to work on to try to make this thing rock and roll the way you want to. In the meantime, while you're learning about that, you'll definitely learn about yourself. So ultimately, you might have to make that decision. So, that's what this program is going to be about. It's coming up. I know I've been talking about it like Zag, but I really want to put together something nice for you guys so you guys can get your value from it. So, you know, wait for that program and it'll be one of the first things I talk about on there.
Okay, so let's jump to the next joint. Okay, so he says, "That's asking females to rate me, bro." I hate this. I can't believe I even brought this shit up. Asking females to rate me 1 to 10 equal high or low interest, bro. You are a low self-esteem, insecure, validation-seeking Negro. Why would you ask a woman to rate you, bro? I don't give it, fam. I don't. Bro, I had a woman the other day on Facebook tell me I look like Shrek. Right? And I laughed at her, right? I don't care what women think I look like. Like, I really don't give a flying fuck what a woman think I look like, dog. Either she fucking with me or she ain't.
Right.
Okay? Even if she fucking with me, I'm not worried about on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, let me just say this on a scale of 1. Women don't use that. Okay, guys, in real life, away from the internet, women do not use that scale of 1 to 10. Women use their words. He's cute. He's fine. He's sexy. He's handsome. Women use those type of words to describe men. They don't use that scale of 1 to 10, right? So you talk about before my self-improvement. Why are you asking the women to rate you on a scale of 1 to 10 so you can improve? That's not self-improvement. You are allowing the opinions of others impact what you do with yourself. That's not self-improvement. Okay, that's validation seeking.
Right.
Then he goes on to say, I would ask cute females and I would get 5s and 6s, but now I ask, I get 7s and 8s and 9s. Is that a good sign? Bro, see, this is the type of questions I hate. I should have reread. I should have read this before I even popped it up. Yeah, y'all got something y'all want to talk about with this shit? God damn it.
I would never have a woman judge me. That doesn't make sense to me.
So to answer the question plainly, no, it is not a good sign. Because you are wondering what they feel about you with these numbering scale. You shouldn't care. And you know what's really messed up? You can self-improve and work on yourself all day long, and then when one of them still rates you a 5 or 6, it's gonna eat you up.
You lose your
mind.
mind.
So much time, yeah, it's put so much time into it. Like, come on, man. Like, get yourself together.
Yeah, well, and that means you're impacted by what women think about you visually, which means you have low self-esteem and insecurity issues. Bro, a chick can call me ugly and it literally has no impact on my temperament. Like, I'm not gonna feel no type of way about it. A woman can tell me I'm sexy and fine and all of that. And while I may appreciate the compliment, it's not gonna have no impact on my temperament either. Meaning I'm not gonna get all excited. Oh my gosh, she thinks I'm cute. Oh my Lord. Oh. No. Okay, all that matters is what you think of yourself.
Right.
Okay, period. Okay, and I think I'm that nigga. I don't need a woman to validate that for me to feel that way. I don't need women to co-sign that for me to feel that way. Bro, I wake up as that nigga. Matter of fact, in my sleep, I dream about being that nigga because I am that nigga. I dream about it because I'm that nigga. I don't concern myself with women saying certain words to either make me feel like I guess I am kind of cute or I guess I'm not. No, come on, fam. You got to have more confidence than that. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. So he says, I appreciate the game you guys are giving us. I have a question. What are some effective ways I can pull women in bars or clubs? Fam. I'll just say this, because we make so many videos and live streams talking about all these different scenarios. The information is there. All the free shit is there. Miles for a whole month was doing a dollar joint. Is you still doing a dollar joint for masculine identity?
11:59 p.m. tonight. 11:59 p.m. tonight is the last time y'all could get on the joint for $1. Last time.
Yeah. It's the information is there. Okay, guys. Okay, this is what I want you guys to understand. Okay, don't focus so much on what to say or what to do to pull a woman out of the bar, right? Look at yourself as an opportunity, right? But you have to believe in yourself. You're an opportunity. And what I mean by that is this. Women typically, at least not consistently, women typically don't approach men and ask for dick. It's not to say women don't do it. It's just typically you're not going to get women doing that. Okay, and most guys will never experience a woman throwing it at. Okay, you're probably not going to get. You're never going to experience that. Now, some guys have, some guys haven't. Here's the thing.
Never.
You're at an opportunity. So when you approach a woman, instead of you trying to pull her out to get some pussy, give her an opportunity to partake in some good dick, right? So it's a mindset thing. So basically, you talk to the woman, you let her know that you are interested in seeing her, you're interested in you and her getting together. Give her an opportunity to partake in that. Either she sees the value in doing so, or she doesn't. Y'all got it.
All right. Let me see. I appreciate
It's different ways, man.
So what are some effective ways I could pull women in bars and clubs? Yo, Limerick, go check out the PUA community, man. Go look up PUA videos. That's not really what we're here for, honestly. That's not really what we're here for. I mean, that's a part of it, but that's not really what we're here for.
Yeah.
So the PUAs, man.
Yeah, guys, again, and we need to do more videos talking about this so y'all can get it. Manhood, your masculine identity, is the foundation for everything. Everything else springs up from that. Manhood and your masculine identity is the foundation for who you are, right? So once you understand that, you understand the value of you and you understand the power of your influence. So you're not concerned with pulling women out of the bar. You just let women know what it is, and either they're down or they're not.
That's it.
And that's literally it. Either they're down or they're not. The problem with you guys, you're so outcome dependent. And the outcome means so much to you that you're too scared to be authentic and genuine and transparent with women as to what you really want. So what you do is you camouflage yourself and you look for ways to talk to women without ever having to be honest about why you're talking to them in the first place.
Facts.
Which is backwards as fuck.
I just wonder, do these guys ever just try something on their own? Like, go just try something.
And then come back and tell us how it went. And we'll tell you what you did.
And experiment. Like, there's sometimes I go, I don't want nobody's number, but I will talk and enjoy myself and just say outlandish stuff just to see if it lands.
Right.
Sometimes I like to say some stuff. Like, I've actually been to a bar and talked to this girl and said, hey, I need a wing person for the night. Are you here by yourself? Yeah, okay, this is what I like. And I described it and say, hey, look around the room. Who do you think is that? And we're having this crazy conversation talking about people at the bar. It was just fun, right? Now, at the end of the night, we exchanged numbers. I never smacked it or nothing like that. But, she would tell me, hey, I'm going out over here, over there. And it'd be kind of like one of those going out people, to tell you where stuff is at. Because ladies always know where stuff is at, and she hooked me up with one of her friends one day. But at the same time, I just went out going out saying any and everything. Like, It wasn't about the results. And if you really understand what Zach's saying is that if you're so dependent on the result of connecting with somebody that instantly that night, I think you'll miss out on a lot of opportunities and just relax, and you'd be surprised where that take you a lot further.
Real talk.
There we go. So let's hop to the next joint right quick. Pause. All right. So the homie says, I set up a date with the woman I matched with on a dating app, and she asked me to exchange photos. I gave her a compliment, and she replied, I'll do my best. I don't know what to reply after that. Bro, fam, if the date is set up, that's it. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something right quick. I had a young lady a couple of weeks ago hit me up on Facebook Messenger, and she asked me for some photos. I don't know this chick. She just asked me to send her some photos of myself. Do y'all want to know what I responded? I didn't. So anyway, so my point is, no, that's goofy. I know. No, my thing is, if you want to holler at me, and if you want to bask in my physical presence, let's talk about that. Because if you think I'm cute on Facebook, it's really something in person, right? So I'm just saying.
Wait till you get a load of me.
Pretty much.
Hey, I have nothing to say on this. I'm not an app person. I'm a 3D person. So
facts.
You know, most of my all 3D.
Facts.
Yeah, but also stop letting women lead and dictate the conversation. Because when she said send me photos, you could just have said, "Hey, look, I look much better in 3D." You know what I'm saying? I look much better in 3D. So, hey, do me a favor. Hit me up on this day or this day to confirm whether or not we're still on for whatever date you set up. And then that's it. Guys, always redirect women back to the task at hand. Like, it's kind of like if you are a teacher and you got a class that's getting rowdy and you gave them an assignment, you always redirect them back to the assignment. Like, okay, all right, look, you have fun laughing and all of that, but I'm going to need you to open your books up and read this chapter. Always redirect women back to the task at hand. And if she got a problem being compliant to that, then she don't get the date. It's really that simple. All right, so let's get on to the next joint. Pause. All right, so the homie says, I would like to, y'all these acronyms, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad with that. I'm an old nigga, so these acronyms, I'm bad with them and shit.
ESL, I would like to ask. I can't.
I think he just the L meant to be a K.
Ask. Okay,
Like
that's
okay. Panel
principle game, having standards and protocol, a way to do shit. Another thing is having a program and do something else. Needs to be mentioned. Okay, so if you think, so if you think about the words value system, what are your values? Your belief system, right? Integrity, honor, dignity, principles, standards. All of these things, you know what I'm saying, are things you need to have just as a person in general, but more specifically as a man. Okay, you need to have these things already in play, right? Because if you don't, you're going to have a very difficult time dealing with women. Even if you're the type of guy, like Miles says, macking on accident, even if you can end up having a chick in your bed here and there, okay, you're still going to fuck that up because you don't stand on nothing. And you're going to be like the last caller was, where you're flexible. Right? And as a man, the last thing you can afford to be is flexible. Okay, especially when it comes to women, right? Because as soon as a woman realizes she can move you from here to there with sex, or she can move you from here to there with compliments, okay, or she can move you from here to there by stroking your ego, bro, you're lunch meat.
Lunch.
I got anything you want to add to that?
I would say AAJ, I would honestly join the Masculine Identity membership for $1 because I give you all of the, like, that membership is that's what it's all about. It's all about the principles of game. It's all about the principles of knowledge of self and self-mastery. It's about the principles of understanding who you are. And that's where game begins. Game begins with you. So please, I would really suggest that you go to masculineidenitymembership.com. And when you get to the checkout page, type in the word summer, SUMMER, and you can join the membership for $1.
There you go. Okay. Whenever you guys, and I'm skipping because I already see something I don't like. Whenever you guys use a scale of 1 to 10 to rate women and you talk about how bad she is, you already lost. Okay, period. You already lost. You already lost because a woman being attractive or bad or sexy or whatever the fuck, what they got to do with anything? That has nothing to do with nothing. Right? So he says, I know this Latina girl for over a year now, but recently she told me she got antidepressants. And at some point, is that a red flag, even though she's a 10 and looks? You see what I'm saying? You see what guys do? And y'all see how guys are overlooking certain things because of a woman's beauty? This is a guy who has no standards. He has no boundaries. He's flexible. He's flexible to the beauty of a woman.
Right.
Are you a psychologist or a counselor on your normal job? And do you want to do that job at home? Because you're gonna have to be doing that at home. Like, yeah.
To
me, this is like one of these questions. Only you know if you want to be a counselor and deal with somebody with antidepressants. You know.
Well, but even then, if he actually had the influence, that wouldn't be a thing for him because he would know to limit his involvement to just this. And he wouldn't be talking to her about any of those demons or all the voices she hears, right? You wouldn't even be on that. But it's because my thing is the fact that she on antidepressants. How do you even know that?
Mm.
See, you're having conversations, guys. Stop having conversations with these women that are not conducive to whatever your bottom line is.
Right.
There are certain things you should not even be talking about. If a woman trying to talk to you, I've had a rough childhood. Hey, excuse me. Look.
I'm gonna have to push back a little bit on this, Zach.
Go ahead, fam. Go right ahead.
I mean, because he said he talking to her for a year now. I love communication. Let me know what medicines and shit you want, because that's gonna be conducive to if I'm messing with you or not. I don't want to hear that you on antidepressants 2 years, 3 years into it, because all the times you were manic, you said, hey, you was busy and you only showed me the good times. Apparently he asked the question. And is
he even fucking though? Is he even fucking? Is he even dealing with this? We don't know that. He just said, I know this girl.
I'm just going for, okay. I'm just going for the question. Maybe I'm putting too much into it because ain't no way I know you for a year and I ain't fucking. So,
but let's say for the sake of argument that he's been romantically and or sexually involved with this woman. My thing is, if she's doing everything she needs to do, I don't care. Take that. Hey, don't skip no days because the moment I meet the other you, what I'm saying, that's a problem. Just take all your shit.
But you letting me know you on some antidepressants, that's gonna be an issue for me. And I'm glad you told me that information. And I will let somebody else be the counselor. It won't be me.
I mean, if she's schizophrenic or something like that, my thing is, for me, ladies, I'm not being mean. I can't be in a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't wake up with a knife to my throat and because you had a bad dream or something.
But they're gonna have something. Like I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all, man. Keep it 100. Women got these women diseases and shit, right? I call them women diseases, like men got men diseases, right? Our back is always hurting, knees. When you get older, shit just starts coming up. People got back problems, knee problems, shoulder problems, arm. Like dudes got something, and women got stuff like this: antidepressant, vertigo, anemia. It's gonna be something, right? And so it's what you can deal with or not. Like I know somebody that had vertigo to the point we couldn't even drive 10 miles. Like I can't deal with that. Like we can't even go nowhere, right? So it's just like, people are human beings. They're gonna have something.
Okay, that's fine as long as it doesn't interfere with what I got going on and what I want to happen.
I totally agree.
If it interferes, then you got to go.
I'll say this. Okay, so we got to understand that there's a difference between red flags and incompatibilities.
Thank you, Miles. Facts.
Because a red flag is a bad thing. That means if you continue into the relationship, that means it's going to end up being bad, meaning dysfunctional or some type of drama or negativity is going to come from the red flag. Now, if you meet a person and they're in a wheelchair, that's not a red flag. That's just a certain. It's a difficulty or a quality that you're going to have to get used to if you choose to deal with it. You understand? It's not a red flag. It's a compatibility issue. So now you deal with a woman that's in a wheelchair, then you got to understand that, hey, sometimes you're going to have to lift her up and put her in the bed, or you're going to, there's certain sexual positions you're not going to be able to get into. And y'all going to have to go to certain buildings that have wheelchair accessibility, and her car is going to be set up a certain way so she could, drive with her hands and certain other things like that. It's not a red flag, especially if it's information that is apparent to you. Like, for example, a woman being a woman having children is not necessarily a red flag. You understand? That's a piece of information that can prove compatibility or incompatibility. You understand? What's a red flag is a woman not having an organized life. What's a red flag is a woman being a bitter baby moms and her co-parenting situation is full of drama. That's a red flag. But her simply having children is not necessarily a red flag. So you guys got to understand what's what. A lot of y'all niggas have so much fucking resentment and hate towards women. It's like you can't tell the difference between something that's a red flag and something that's just information that you have to look at as either a function of compatibility or not.
Facts. I'm glad you said
I got
that.
no buttons over here, but
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's get to the next joint because we're about to get up out of here. I'm just gonna say this, Bison, because you ain't got no game. But I'm gonna go ahead and read it now that I said what I need to say because you have no game. Okay. Why when I was younger it was easy to sleep and get women. Now that I reached late 30s and 40s, I've been struggling and been jobs for years, etc. Because you have no game. I already answered it.
Macking on accident. Macking on accident. A lot of you 20-year-olds are macking on accident. You getting pussy and you don't know how you're doing it. A lot of you niggas, especially you niggas in college, you getting so much fucking pussy thrown at you and you don't even understand why. And the only reason why you getting pussy thrown at you is because you're in college. It's because you are a part of an ecosystem that is set up for you to meet young women who want to experiment sexually. And so you get to have sex. But as soon as you niggas graduate from school and you hit the real fucking world and you realize, oh shit, after work, I got to actually go out and meet bitches to get pussy. You have no fucking idea what you're doing.
I actually gotta know how to talk and have a mouthpiece, and I gotta know how to basically entice a woman with more than just my wavy hair and my Under Armour tight rock shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when women are younger, women are more about the physical aesthetics. They're more about the cute guys, right? Yeah, they're more into that. But as women get this is the reality of what happened. As women deal with but so many guys, they realize that a lot of guys aren't shit. They're cute, but they realize that a lot of you niggas can't fuck. They realize a lot of you niggas is stalker types. They realize a lot of you niggas is needy and clingy and you got issues. Right. So what happens is as women get older, now those things that they dealt with from previous men, now those things matter. So how you conduct yourself and how you act is more important to women when they're 25, 26, 30 than it was when they was 19, 20. This is why we tell you guys that looks aren't enough. They might get you by for a little while, but as you get older, like the homie's experiencing, he's not a well-rounded man. That's why he's having trouble.
Right.
I would say this too. They like you said, Zach, they recognize what they don't like, but they also recognize what attracts them and what they do like. Some like money men, some like men, to be stoic. Some like men to do all different sorts of stuff. And that's the thing. Like they gotten older too and realized that, hey, I don't care if he got a six-pack or not. I like a dude to make me laugh. I like a dude that I could just sit next to and just enjoy these moments. It might be something else. So I love the saying. I heard it in football years and years and years ago, where one of the coaches said, never mistake results for execution.
There you go.
So, and that's the thing. And if the sooner you can learn that, if you can learn that right now in college, to never mistake the results for execution, meaning you could have had a fumble and you guys jumped on it in the end zone. You got a touchdown. Everybody is, yay, touchdown. But the play was messed up. We happy that we got the touchdown, but the play was messed up. What messed the play up? So my thing is, you can break down something, even though the result is cool. Break it down. How did I do this? What made me?
You know what?
Okay, never mistake that. And the sooner you can learn from it, you can start banking and building on it.
Jay Roman, to piggyback off that, Shannon Sharp, he said a quote that I can't remember the name of his coach, the Denver Broncos back in the day, Mike Shanahan. He said basically, never accept something in a win that you wouldn't accept in a loss. Right. And a lot of guys, because women are pretty, they're sexy, and they're getting sex, they accept shit. Right. And then as they get older, because they never develop no standards, they never develop any type of vetting process, program, they don't know how to actually manage themselves, and they don't know how to manage women, they're stuck. They don't know what to do.
Right.
But there we go.
MC Treasure says another angle outside of college, volume of women you run into drops on everyday work life. You end up having to intentionally look for women to get the numbers getting going. Yeah, that's a fact. But again, that's exactly what I said. When you're in college, you're in an ecosystem that puts women right in front of you. When you go out into the real world, you gotta go get what you gotta go get. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. It ain't nothing different from that. So you gotta go find the volume. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And this is why we get a lot of calls where guys are using their workplace in the gym. They're using just those places to fuck with women because those women are right in front of them already.
Exactly.
Right? This is why it's the same thing. What happens is they were in college, they got some pussy. Now that they're going to the gym every day or they go to work and they see women, it's the same dynamic where they don't know how to talk to women in the grocery store. They don't know how to talk to a woman at the dry cleaners. They don't know how to talk to a woman at this festival or whatever, right? So they get so used to just having women placed in front of them, they don't know what to do. Right. And now that they're older, they look more like the gym creep than anything else. They look more like the guy at work that got issues, right? Because they never develop social skills, right? And you can get pussy when you're young without having social skills, but as you get older, it's going to be problematic for you.
See, and that's crazy. I never went to a college dorm situation. You understand? I commuted, and I was still getting it in. So that's what I'm saying. I never had the luxury of macking on accident. A lot of you niggas, you feel me? So it is what it is. I remember walking past colleges that I didn't go to, hollering at bitches and then I was in a dorm room that night plowing them down. You know what
oh my God!
I would like to thank Bethune.
Oh my God!
I would like to thank Bethune-Cookman. Me and my fellas went on a vacation out there, and we just happened to run into Bethune-Cookman in Florida, and they treated us very, very well. They welcomed us with open arms.
I say, bro, I became a fixture in the girls' dorms, bro. They see me there every weekend. I'm there every weekend. I'm there every weekend. In different rooms though, not always the same room. Right. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if you're in your early 20s and you got colleges in your area, you need to take a stroll on the college campus. Just get out your car and walk around and talk to people.
Right.
But you're in the age of 40. That ain't your lane.
No, it ain't. No, you don't. No, don't do that.
You know, I'm just letting you know, like you're in your lane, and you might want to look at yourself and mature a little bit. Like, you know, what do you know about politics? How do you have a conversation at a bar with somebody? You know, ladies, you could have a conversation at a bar with somebody, but mature the conversation up. If the only thing you could talk about is how good she looked, that might not attract her at all. That might not be a sustaining conversation where she leaves like, I would like to talk to him again. Like, well, you know, and I'm not saying you're just sitting there just to have conversations with them, but the more well-rounded you can be, it's nice when you sit across somebody and you have a conversation and they get up and like, man, hey, that was a pretty dope, you know, viewpoint that you had on that. You know, I might try that, or I might look at that. Like, you know, and I'm not saying you're out there just giving advice to everybody, but you know, I don't know about the fellows on the thing, but I like having conversation. I enjoy it.
Well,
it is not depicted by a female or not. There's sometimes I could go somewhere and sit, have a conversation. It could be a dude or whatever. You know, I'm just having conversation. You know, right. And the thing is, that's me. That's my style. Right? It might not be your style, but it's my style.
So we good? Because
we're about to get up out of here. Yeah. So real quick, y'all got anything y'all want to plug?
Hey, we can't let Jay Roman go on no tangent right now.
Yeah, nigga. You taking the scenic route.
11:59, guys. That's a last minute that y'all could get on the Masculine Identity membership for $1. Please go to masculineidenitymembership.com and get on the membership for $1. Tonight is the last time y'all can do it. 11:59 p.m. So make sure y'all take advantage of it. All right. So and then catch us tomorrow. Real Game No Theory, 12 noon. Shout out to 1950, Lucario, Steve, K-Zag, and myself. And what else? Oh, Lucario's going live at 5 today. Lucario's going live at 5, so make sure y'all check him out. All right, so appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you, Jay Roman. Appreciate you, K-Zag. Thanks for having me. And all the moderators, Renee P. and everybody, Unique 79 and Joe Blast and all the cool people, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. The callers who called in, everyone who asked questions, no matter how elementary they were. Still appreciate you though, because you still came here and you fucked with us. Like and share the joint. Like and share. If you support the movement, if you support the information, and you think it's worthwhile, please share with your baby mama and them, your uncles, your daddy, your neighbors, your co-workers, whoever, you know what I'm saying, for any of you who are watching from whatever correctional facility, share it with your inmates. It's going to be released back into the world soon. Well, appreciate y'all. J. Roman, you got anything?
Yeah, like always, Zach, appreciate you having me on here. And if I could wrap with y'all in the back end, you know, right when we get off here real quick.
All right, then.
Okay, yeah.
On that note, enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Until tomorrow, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. We out.